Hey guys, Joshua David here. I'm going to do a bit of a different video today, and it's a video that I've wanted to do for a while, but the Lord's just kind of put it on my spirit today. So it's going to be a bit of a touchy video, and I'd appreciate if you watch the whole thing because it is super important. It's about you. It's about you as being a mother and you as being a father. Now, the world today is in utter chaos. And some of it we cannot do nothing about. And I do believe, 100%, that Jesus is coming back very soon. Sooner than we all think. But even if it's a little while away, what we have to do as parents is one of the most important things that this whole world has to understand. Especially the Western world. You know, when you're blessed as much as we have been by God in the Western world, you tend to take things for granted eventually. And you want to give your children everything, and you do. And eventually, after generation, things start slipping. You have to parent your children properly. It's either you who parent them or the world. And trust me, you don't want the world to parent your child. Because who runs the world? Satan. Now there's a little book. It's called the Bible. It's got every lesson in life to be learned in it. And the right answer for it doesn't matter what you're going through. It's got the exact answer in that book that you need in your life. And that you need in your children's lives to be able to make this world a better place. If in fact, Jesus doesn't come right away, which I just don't believe. I believe he's coming very, very soon. But we can look at this globe and say, wow, there's bombs going off everywhere. There's lying, there's deceit, there's stealing, there's murders, there's rapes, there's crimes against children. It's so ugly. But what we have to do as people is to not block that out. We have to accept that that's the way the world is right now, at this particular moment, and that you could change your world. Because everyone's got an individual, different world that they live. I live a different world than you live. We all live personal lives. But as a whole, if we were to do the right thing by raising our children properly, then this world would change. And it wouldn't take long, Take the elections, for example. Donald Trump was only here for 4 years. He tried to bring America back to its original values, maybe not in parenting, but in other things. And the world hated him for it. The United States hated him for it. Not the people, the government, the elite, because they're against that, This is the way of the world today in a nutshell, I'll tell you, okay? Your schools and your government and everything, they want your kids to be confused. They want them to be on drugs. They want them to be gay. They want them to be a different gender. They want you to think that there's racism everywhere, and they want them to obey the government and whatever it says. And they want no pushback from it. That's the way of the world today, okay? In a nutshell. I'm probably missing a few. But we can see that happening. Now, if you don't raise your children properly, that's going to be the future of your child. And if it's not your child, then it's your grandchild. And if it's definitely not that, it's definitely your great-grandchild. Because things progress and they get ugly. And Satan ultimately wants to control the human race, okay? So that's why I know that Jesus Christ is coming back soon, because it can't go any farther than it is. We can't get any uglier as a human race. We can't get any horrific as a world in general, right? That's how I know Jesus Christ is coming back. Right now they're telling you that there's 1,000 different genders. You could be a donkey if you wanted to, and they'd have to accept it, They're telling you that at a very, very young age you can get a transsexual, a medical, whatever you call it. You know, if you want to be a woman, be a woman. Some parents will even pay for the surgery, you know, and vice versa. You know, and they're saying that that's okay. You know, they're saying that it's okay to be gay. They're saying that God doesn't exist. We're the only ones here. And after you die, you die. So live your life now. That's what they're telling you, you know. They're telling you that the government is God and that you must listen to them, you know. And they're telling all your children that about everything I just said in school. Yes, your school. And if the teachers aren't doing it, the other children are doing it. And they're accepting everything. And that's why people are going to take the mark of the beast. Because they're so accepting about everything. It's not about truth anymore in this world. It's about feelings. How do I feel about it? Well, we all know we're sinners. We all know we're evil. You know, we're just all evil. Trust me, we are. We're born evil. Until you have Jesus Christ in your life, you're evil. And they're telling your kids that it's okay to be evil. As a matter of fact, it's good to be evil. So what do we got to do as parents? Well, the Western generations, they give everything to their parent or to their children. They don't discipline them at all. You know, and like I said, there's a few out there that are good parents. And if that's you, congratulations, because you're doing a good job and you need to be told you're doing a good job. You know, I have 5 children. It's hard to be a parent. Okay, it's not easy. And you should know that. And you signed up for it. So be a parent, you know. It's either you raising your kid or the world raising your kid. And if you love your child, you're going to teach them morals. You're going to teach them about God, 100%. You're going to teach them about the Bible and all its values. You're going to teach them that hard work will get you the things you want and nothing else. You're going to teach them that when they graduate high school, they're walking into a world of evil, you know, rhetoric, and it's nasty. And if you can't handle it, then you just got to learn how. You know, you got to tell them that there's a boy and a girl in this world, and that's it. You know, you have to be strong on these facts. You have to tell them that it's not okay to be gay because it's sexual immorality. God doesn't like it, okay? He's wiped out the world before because of it. You know, he's destroyed nations because of it. Guess what, guys? Abortion is wrong. You have to tell your children that. You have to say that when you have sex, you better be protected. And not even that, you know. You just have to tell them that because they're probably going to do it anyways. But if you teach your kids right, get married first. These are the laws of the Bible, laws of God. You know, if you guys want to change the world, if Jesus doesn't come back for, say, a little while longer, don't you want to live in prosperity and have this world changed a little bit? You know? I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm being blunt right now, that's not going to happen. But your individual world can be changed. You can be proud to raise your child, you know, instead of giving up on them, you know. And that's what a lot of parents do today. You know, they discipline them for a half a minute just because they don't want to hear it. And then they give them back whatever they took away, you know, an hour later. That teaches them that they can do whatever they want. And there's going to be no consequences. You know, this world is ugly, guys, and it's up to you as parents who signed up for this task. And it's a lifetime task. It's not, you know, oh, I love my kid because she's so cute. She's an infant. And then when they get a little older, you get annoyed by them, you know. And then when they hit their teenage years, they start rebelling on you, you know. These things happen. And know that they do. And it's not just me. A bee hit me here. It's not just me, guys. Every kid is the same way. They start rebelling at a certain age, and that's, you know, it's part of life. I get it. But if you teach them the right values and the right morals, they're not going to go as far. And guess what? drugs. They're accepted everywhere now. You know, people are starting to legalize, marijuana all over the place. That drug keeps you exactly where you started. You never progress. When you smoke weed, you stay exactly where you started. No progression there. Fentanyl, it's everywhere. You don't even know if your kids go to a party and take a line of cocaine, which you think, yes, it's harsh, but it's at least it's not heroin. Well, guess what? It is heroin, because they're lacing that stuff with everything. You don't want your kid to have an overdose and you have the guilt for the rest of your life because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. I've had nothing but grief the last couple of years with a couple of my children, but we've corrected it and they understand. You want to know how I did it? Discipline. I took everything away from them. Everything. And I did it for a long period of time. And they begged me to give them their stuff back, their phones. I took my daughter out of her room, let her sleep with her brother, in his bunk bed, Like I went all out. And she was just vaping and smoking pot. But she's not doing it anymore. And she understands. We went through like a drug counseling session. I drug tested her randomly at many different times. Because I love her. I love her and I love my other children, and I'll do it to every single one of them because I love them. I want them to know God. I want them to grow up. And I guarantee you, it doesn't matter what position that my children are going to be in when they work, they're going to be a well-behaved, hardworking person. And I can die a happy man knowing that my kids are going to have a great life. Because that's what you sign up for when you're a parent. It's not just having sex, You guys got to understand that your actions have an effect on children. Okay? That's a huge responsibility. Huge. I just wanted to come on here and talk about that. Basically the gist of it is, if you guys want a world to be changed, or your individual world to be changed, and have happiness and be prideful of your children, you'll discipline them. You will teach them right morals. You will show them about God. And you do those three things, your kids are going to be awesome kids and awesome adults. And it's going to change the world because we need more people like that. But anyways, God bless you guys. Take care. Bye.